Okay, after the tandoori oven, so that was bad enough, right? Okay, Rachel didn't want to drive all the way out to Hiram to drop off Spencer, so she drops him off at my house. I drive him over to Hiram. But here's the deal. He didn't bring his keys with him because Rachel was driving, and his keys have his house key on them, and his sister had just had a baby, so his whole family is at the hospital with Talisha and little baby Nathan, and he's locked out of his house. So I'm sitting in my car, and I have a concert that night. It starts in like 2 hours, which it seems like I have time, but I have to be there an hour early to practice, and I have to change into this formal dress. So Spencer's like running around trying all the doors on his house. They're all locked, and so he comes back and he's like, oh, all the doors are locked. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And he's just like, I don't know, it's snowing and it's cold. And I was like, okay, I'll just take you back to my house, but you're gonna have to tag along with me while I change and while I go to this girl's house to practice and while I go practice at the performance hall and everything. And he's like, okay. So I get him a book to read, and he does all with me the whole, okay, so tandoori oven, it was one of those early out days, so, wait, no it wasn't, never mind. So, okay, so we were there at like 2:15, so from 2:15 to 10:30 p.m. he's with me, which I don't mind. He's like my best friend, so it's not that big of a deal. But I just felt so bad that he had to be with me that long when we were just gonna go out to lunch. So I drive back to my house, I hurry and change, and we drive, and I'm late to this girl's house, and she's calling me, and she's like, where the heck are you? You get your butt over here right now. Don't you know this is so rude to make me wait, and all this stuff. And I was like, Jessica, I've already been yelled at enough today. I'm like, please don't yell at me, I'm sorry I'm late, it's not my fault. And so I get to her house, and she's furious. She's so mad at me, and I feel bad because Spencer was there, she wasn't expecting him. Her mom was very suspicious that this boy was over. I don't know why, but it was so hectic. And so we practiced, she's all mad, she's not talking to me. Spencer's on the couch reading a book. I'm just freaking out because I've been yelled at so much. And then, after all I already been through that day, her mom comes over. And she's like, ladies, you listen up. And we're just sitting at the piano. And Spencer like perks up, right? And she's like, you girls think this is a joke, don't you? And we're like, no. And she's like, you guys aren't even trying to play well. Don't you realize you have a concert tonight? Don't you realize how many people are counting on you? And if you screw this up, you will have so many people to answer to. She's like, your sweet dear teacher, Mrs. Beecher, she's counting on you to close this program. Professor Amano, the head professor of piano, is counting on you. If you screw this up, you're screwing everything up. And she looks right at me. She's like, Lindsay, you can't be thinking about Spencer. Yeah, he's a great guy. I don't even know him, but I'm sure you like him a lot. But you can't be thinking about him. You cannot think that. You cannot be selfish and think your own thoughts. You need to think about the music and all the people counting on you. And let me just say, when you pray for help, you have better put in the practice. And she walks away. And I just wanted to start bawling because I don't like being yelled at. So I look over at Spencer and he is so mad. He does not like it when people yell at me. So he's got his fists all clenched and I was like, just calm down, it'll be okay. And anyway, then we go to the concert, it's great, we close it, it's perfect, and everyone loves it, and I leave as fast as I can to avoid her mom. And Spencer and I, well, we go back to get my car, and oh, it's just a fiasco, but I get my car, and the day ended lovely because my dad was like, here's some money, go get yourself some Aggie ice cream. So we go get Aggie ice cream, which is my favorite thing in the whole world. And it was so great until my favorite new tights that I got just for this concert ripped on the seat. When I was trying to race Spencer to the door, it got caught in this nail and they ripped a huge hole. And so that was my day, and it actually turned out to be a really good day because we came back and played ping pong. The end.